and welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah and this is my February Pokemon TBR. It's big, it's ambitious, and I'm ready to go. So here we are. First, I am going to introduce a new game element. I'm very excited for this. As you will figure out when I post my wrap up, I did successfully beat Trainer Beauty. And you know, in the Pokemon games, when you beat, you know, a wild, they're not wild, when you beat a trainer like on the road or in like the tall grass, they usually give you some sort of compensation. And so I am introducing money. I am introducing money to my game. These are just like, I got them at like a party store. What does it even say on here? I was caught being good. Okay, but they're just like random like little guys here. If I beat a trainer or Team Rocket, I have decided I'm going to randomly generate a number 1 through 5, and that is how many coins I get. So you may be asking, what are you gonna do with those coins, Sarah? Let me show you. So for now, this is what I have. So here's my Pokemart, and I have different things that I can buy down here. So if I scroll in, I can buy a Pokeball for 2 coins, a random potion for 6, an escape rope. This is going to be basically a like a re-roll, like when I land on a green space and then I random generate a number for, you know, to catch a wild Pokemon. If I don't like that Pokemon, I can use the escape rope, and I'm going to use that as like I can regenerate once with an escape rope. So that is 5 coins, and then a rare candy is a whopping 15 coins, and this is going to be what you use it in the game, where I can like use it to like level up a Pokemon. And then I am thinking about also adding for a very expensive, because I like don't want to like, I don't want to make this game too easy. I want it to be like fun and go on for a while and so on and so forth. But I was also thinking about adding evolution stones on here for 30 coins, which would take a while to, you know, work up. But I also have spaces on the board, like I think 3 maybe, where if I land on it, I get an evolution stone. But I haven't gotten over there yet, so I was thinking this would be another way for me to do it, especially since I do have an Eevee. I'm gonna need an evolution stone at some point, so this would just be another way for me to possibly get it sometime down the road. So yeah, this is my new game element, the Pokemart, where I have this. So first and foremost, I have you know, a setup of the board and where I left off last month, and then also, you know, I need coins, so here we are. Whopping 2 coins. Look at me go. Look at me go. So I could buy a Pokeball right away, but I kind of have like a big stash of Pokeballs right now, so I think I'm gonna save these for another time. Maybe I'll save up for something. I don't know. I think escape rope would be fun, just because sometimes I don't like the prompts I get for whatever Pokemon I'm trying to like catch that month. So yeah, maybe I'll save up for one of those, but here we are. Okay, the first Pokemon I'm going to try to catch this month is a Staryu, and that is to read a book by a Black author. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to be reading The Vanishing Half by Britt Bennett, and this one is about twin sisters who will always be identical, but after growing up together in a small southern Black community and running away at age 16, it's not just the shape of their daily lives that is different as adults. It's everything. Families, their communities, their racial identities. Many years later, one sister lives with her Black daughter in the same southern town she once tried to escape. The other secretly passes for white, and her white husband knows nothing of her past. So that's all I kind of really want to know about it. But I do have this on hold on my Libby app. I think I have it on hold as the audiobook, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm really excited. I really hope it comes through. But yes, I have some like backup books and stuff like that, but I really want to get to this one. And then as you saw, I need to catch this Bellsprout just so I don't have to see it anymore, even though I'm going to be leveling it up and stuff like that. But I'm so tired of having this Bellsprout come up that I think is a sign that I just need to I need to catch it. So here's Bellsprout, and that is to read green on the cover. And for this one, I am going with Almost There. This is a Twisted Tale from like the Twisted Tale series, and this is a Twisted Tale for Tiana, you know, the Disney princess in all of her glory. And if she makes a deal, I think, instead of Prince Naveen. That's what I want to say it's about. I may be wrong. I may be like, you know, very, very correct, but I really want to read this. So that is going to be my book for green on the cover, and I have this as an audiobook, and I already have it as the audiobook. My hold came in very quickly. I didn't have to wait that long, so I'm in my audiobook era. When I'm playing my video games, I'm usually listening to an audiobook, so I am flying through audiobooks lately, so these should be super easy to catch. Like I said, I have some backup books for these, but I think I will be able to do these just fine as long as the Vanishing Half comes through. I am praying. So yeah, I really, really want it to come in. But anyways, so now onto the Pokemon that I want to level up. This is where my TBR gets real ambitious. So yeah. First and foremost, I am going to level up my Eevee, and that is to read a hyped book. And for this one, I'm really excited. So I had this one, I pre-ordered it and had it sent to me when I was still living in Japan. Did I read it? No, I did not. I did not. But with the new book coming out, and you're probably guessing it, I need to finally read it. And I am finally going to read House of Sky and Breath, which is book 2 of the Crescent City novels by Sarah J. Maas. And I'm really, really excited. It's huge. And I'm like, should I annotate it? Do I want to? I'm thinking no. When I reread it, I'll probably annotate it. I reread book 1 when I was in Japan to prepare for this one. So I recently read that within the past like year or two. So I'm pretty fresh, and it was a reread. So I just need to read this one. So I'm ready for book 3, which I will probably not get to until like April, because March I'm going to be on vacation and traveling. I'm going back to Japan for a few weeks and stuff like that, and I just won't have time for it. But right when I get back in April, I want to read book 3. So that is kind of where I am on there, but I need to prepare and read book 2. So here we are, hyped book. I don't need to say much about this because it's so hyped. There's that. Next for Ditto, it is a theme of deception, and for this one I want to level it up with the lovely Madison Fox. Good Game, and this is her debut novel. I'm so excited to be able to support her. I will link her channel down below, and yeah, so support her. But why I'm going with deception is that there is a masked video gamer, so that's very deception-y. Okay, so this follows a girl who, you know, she has a cheating ex. She'd, you know, rather literally poke her eye out with her heel than get back together with him. She'd much rather, you know, have a fun steamy night with this massive video gamer and streamer. And, you know, no harm, no foul, right? Wrong. So yeah, we all love a tattooed bad boy. I mean, who doesn't? But like, I'm ready for this. I'm ready for some steamy video game shenanigans, and to celebrate and support Madison because she's a lovely human being. So this is Deception, and it's for Ditto. So I'm gonna fly through this. I'm so excited. Next, I took it out of this lovely basket over here, but I am going to be leveling up my Drowsy, and a book that you only read during the day, and you know it, I am picking a manga. And this is volume 3 of Fullmetal Alchemist, and this is by Hiromu Arakawa, my favorite anime ever. And I started collecting these Fullmetal editions because they're absolutely gorgeous. They're so pretty. But yes, so I talk about Fullmetal Alchemist all the time. My cats are named after characters. I actually have a cat named Mustang after Roy Mustang. And yes, but I am leveling up Drowsy with this lovely manga. And yeah, I mean, I love the beginning. They always have colored images. And then it goes back into the black and white, but still, I am ready. And then I've been really bad at leveling up my Squirtle, and I really just want to level up my Squirtle so I can evolve it. I mean, I haven't evolved a single Pokemon yet. Here we are. But this book has also been on my TBR for quite some time. So I want to read A Dance with the Fae Prince by Elise Kova, and I've talked about this book a lot because it's been on my TBR for like 3 months, but she knew her hand in marriage would be sold. She had no idea a Fae Prince was her buyer. I know she's like looking for a better life, doesn't expect to fall in love, but I guess the Fae Prince makes it very difficult to do so. I haven't read this one, but I'm really excited to do so, and I also need to level up my damn Squirtle, so here we are. The next ones are audiobooks slash digital, but I am going to be leveling up my Tentacle, which is lowest rated Kindle. I recently made a spreadsheet and typed out all of my digital books on my Kindle, and then went and found the average rating on Storygraph and like put it in there and like organized it and everything. This also gave me a time to go through and clean out my Kindle TBR. So for this one, I'm going to be reading Back by Sunrise by Justin Sloan. This is a middle grade fantasy adventure. It doesn't have a very low average rating because I cleaned out a lot of my like super low ones. So the average rating on Storygraph is 3.67, which is actually pretty good. So I'm pretty excited for this. But a young girl named Brooke becomes a bird with the help of a magical necklace her dad left behind before deploying with the army. When the necklace is stolen by a conniving raven, Brooke must battle his pigeon minions and enlist the help of a friendly mouse and not so friendly rats to take back her necklace and return home. This is for ages like 7 to 12. I'm just curious. I don't know. I don't even know where I got this, why I got this, nothing. It may have been an e-arc I got once upon a time. I have no idea. But I do want to read it and we'll see. I think it'll be pretty easy just to fly through it. It's only 116 pages, so it should be pretty easy, but Tentacle. Next, I'm not going to talk about this one a lot as well because I've talked about it, and it's also been a book that's been on my TBR for a long time, and that is Ekans, A Thin Book. I want to level it up with Things Hoped For by Andrew Clements, and this is book 2 to The Things Not Seen. I guess it's a trilogy. Things Not Seen used to be one of my favorite books when I was younger, but I didn't know there were more books to the series, so I never read books 2 and 3. So it's another middle grade. It is going to be rather short. It's a thin book, and yeah, I need to get it over with because it's in my basket for backlog series that I haven't worked on in quite some time, so I just need to read it so I can put another book slash series in that basket to work through my 40 plus series that I'm in. I do have a video up of how I organize my currently reading series, so if you've seen that, haven't seen that yet, check it out. Yeah, I organize everything on spreadsheets. That's who I am. It's fine. And then copying for Smoke on the Cover, I want to level this little guy up, and for this one I have an audiobook that I put on hold and I should be getting it very shortly, and that is A Game of Fate by Scarlett St. Clair, and this is part of the Hades saga, and this is book 1 but from Hades' point of view, so I'm kind of excited. I didn't know that this existed. I had the order of these books all like jumbled up. So I recently read book 2, which I guess is technically book 3 because this one comes before it, but it's just the same story as book 1, just told from a different perspective. So I really liked book 1 and 2/3, so I did want to go back and just listen to this one as well. So that's kind of where I am for that one. And then last but not least, I have Geodude, a YA continued, and for this one I am going with Endless by Josephine Angelini, and this is the conclusion to her Starcross series, completing it out with the 6th book, and I'm really excited for this because the last book was a huge cliffhanger, and I know this one's probably gonna destroy me. This one, if I'm not mistaken, comes out on March 5th, or is it the 9th? I forgot. Anyways, here it is. I am really excited, and I just need to know what happens to Helen and Lucas and just everyone in this series. This series has been a roller coaster of emotions, but here we are. It's finally coming to an end. I don't know how I feel about it, especially since I haven't read my e-arc of Endless yet. Yeah, we'll see. But anyways, that is a lot of books that I plan on reading for February, the shortest month of the year. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, though some are audio. Oh my gosh, some are audiobooks, some are shorter middle grades, and then I also have a manga. So I think it is doable. That is my February TBR. I'm really excited, and yes. So let me know if you have any thoughts or feelings about any of the books that I listed, and I hope you like, comment, and subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys all next time. But yes, happy reading. Bye.